All right, guys, time for Tuesday's maths, the 2nd of March. Wow. And today we're looking at subtracting lengths. That's the main part of the lesson with all the Power Math stuff, and that's what you'll be doing in your Power Maths books later on. First of all, though, got a couple of little starters for you to have a go at. They're more to do with the addition of lengths, which obviously we did yesterday. There's no flashback today, but we will do another one tomorrow on Wednesday. All right, so let's have a little look, a little one to get going with. We've got Scott, and he's building a bridge using planks. So we've got the pink boxes there, and then we've got the planks on the top, brown planks, obviously, and it gives you some information about the lengths and the heights of things. And it's asking you for 1A, what is the total length of his bridge? So they want to know the total length first of all. So that would be from here all the way along to here. All right. So that's 1A. And then, and they want it in centimeters. Important to remember the unit of measure. It is centimeters. And for B, what's the height of his bridge? So that's from the bottom of the pink boxes, to the top, which is there. Okay, so the box and the plank. What is the height of his bridge? So you have to do some addition of lengths there. So have a go at that one. First of all, you can pause me, have a go. All right, so Scott's bridge. First of all, we want to know what the total length of his bridge is. So it's all the way from this end all the way to that end. So it's 120 centimeters. Add another 75 centimeters. So 120 add 75 is 195 centimeters. 195 in that box there. 195 centimeters. B, what is the height of his bridge? So I said we needed the pink box from the bottom up to there, and then also the height of the plank as well. And we can do that by looking here, 25 centimeters for the box, and then another 10 centimeters for the plank. So it's 25, add 10, which is 35 centimeters. Pretty easy start. You just have to make sure you're using the right numbers and looking at the right things. So we had 195 for the top one, 35 for the second one. Let's go. All right, so this time we've got Brett. Brett is 115 centimeters tall. His brother is 20 centimeters taller. How tall is Brett's brother? Write your answer in meters and centimeters. So they've given us the two heights here that we're thinking about in centimeters. You have to put your answer though in meters and centimeters. Remember, there are 100 centimeters in a meter. Pause me, have a go at that one. All right, so the second one we're looking at, Brett's 115 centimeters tall. His brother's 20 centimeters taller. How tall is his brother? So let's add the 20 centimeters on first. So it's 115, add 20, which is 135 centimeters, but we want it in meters and centimeters. So that would be 1 meter and 35 centimeters. All right. That's a little bit of the converting thing that we were doing last week. I think that's pretty good, pretty easy. Hopefully we all got that. One more before we do some power math stuff. I think there's one more. I think there is. This time we've got Whitney and Eva. Eva's back again. We've got some red bricks that are 50 millimeters long. Doing some Lego today. 50 millimeters for the red one. And the blue bricks are 80. So we've got 50 and 80 for the blue. Whitney and Eva make patterns using the bricks. How long is each pattern? Give your answers in centimeters. So they don't want meters and centimeters this time. They just want centimeters, but millimeters, but they want it in centimeters. Okay, so the answers are going to be in centimeters. They've given us millimeters so far. So what you have to remember, I'm going to help you out a little bit to start off with. There are 10 millimeters in a centimeter. So that 50 would actually be 5 centimeters. And this one, 80 millimeters, would actually be 8 centimeters. All right, I'm helping you out because sometimes I'm nice. All right, so you have to tell me what Whitney's pattern would be. So over here, red, blue, and you have to tell me what Eva's would be, blue, blue, red, blue, blue. All right, pause video, have a go at that. All right, so let's do Whitney's first. Whitney's pattern, red, blue, red, blue. So we need to remember, so it would be 50, 80, 50, 80. But we want centimeters, so it would actually be 5, 8, 5, 8. So 5 out of 5 is 10, 8 add 8 is 16. So 10 add the 16 is 26 centimeters. 26 for Whitney's. And then Eva's is blue, blue, red, blue, blue. So it would be 80, 80, 50, 80, 80. Or it would be 8, 8, 5, 8, 8. I'm going to do 4 times 8, because there's 4 8s there. So that's 32. Add another 5, 37. 37 centimeters for Eva's. There you go. The important thing there is millimeters to centimeters, obviously. If you know that, you should be fine. All right, we're on some power maths. Brilliant. We've got Holly, and she's making a guinea pig run. I don't know where they get these ideas from. She is going to cut a piece of wood 1 meter long from a board that is 2 meters and 50 centimeters long. All right. What length of board will be left after Holly has cut off the 1 meter piece? So the board is 2 meters, 50 centimeters. And she's cutting off 1 meter. So have a think what would be left. Do that in a second. And then it says, will there be enough left to cut another 1 meter piece? Okay, so whatever answer you get for A, that should help your answer B as well. All right, so have a go at those first. You can do A and B because they both kind of go together. And then I'll tell you how to do it. Pause video now. All right, so Holly and a guinea pig run. Interesting. The board is 2 meters and 50, so she cuts 1 meter off. Well, that would mean that there's 1 meter left and 50. So if she cuts off 1 meter from 2 meters and 50 centimeters, she still have 1 meter 50 centimeters left. And if she's got 1 meter 50 centimeters left, then yes, you can cut off another 1 meter, can't she? That is perfectly fine. There it is. That's what they're saying here. If there's 150 centimeters left, or 1 meter 50 centimeters left, there's enough to cut another 1 meter piece. There would still be 50 centimeters left. Don't know what she'd do with that. Make a little toy for a guinea pig. I don't know. There you go. Easy. Moving on. Who we got? We've got a Mal. What's he doing? A plank is 3 meters long. A Mal cuts off a piece that is 50 centimeters long. How much is left? So you have to so we changed it from 3 meters. You'll notice we have to change it to how many centimeters. That's the first part, and then you have to tell me how many centimeters is left. Wait a moment, we'll do 2 as well. Emma's picture is 1 meter 10 centimeters long. She trims a 35 centimeter piece off the end. How long is the picture now? So you can see she's cutting that extra bit off there. So 1 meter 10, and they've given us a number line. That's very nice of them. And she's taken 35 centimeters off. How long is the picture now? All right, so you got 1 and 2 to have a go at. Pause the video, have a go at those. All right, cool. So we'll do number 1 first with a Mal and his plank of wood. He said it was 3 meters long, which is 300 centimeters. 100 centimeters a meter, obviously. 300 centimeters. Subtract 50 centimeters, and it would be 250 centimeters left. Got a lot. Right. Next one, number 2. Emma's picture is 1 meter 10 centimeters long. She trims a 35 centimeter piece off the end. How long is the picture now? It is how many centimeters? So what I would do if it was me, I would change that from 1 meter 10 centimeters. I know they've done it on here, 1 meter 10 centimeters, but that's also 110 centimeters. So you could do 110 centimeters subtract 35. All right. So they've done a number line to help us. Very kind of them. And you can even, if you're not sure about the subtracting, you can just look on the number line. So if you know that's 50, 60, 70, right in the middle of 70 and 80. So it's going to be 75. And you can check 75 add 35 makes 110. All right. So the answer, 1 meter and 10 centimeters, take away 35 is actually 75 centimeters. That's how big the picture is. All right. Oh, she's got a good frame for it. It looks a fabulous picture. Right, number 3, got another one before the challenge. I think we have got a challenge today. Lee has a piece of string that is 8 centimeters, 5 millimeters long. He cuts some off so that now the string is 65 millimeters long, and there it is. How much has he cut off? So it was 8 centimeters and 5 millimeters. It's now 65 millimeters. So first thing I would do is you need to think about how many, that's just millimeters, that's centimeters and millimeters. The tape measure is millimeters. So I would change this to just millimeters. So I wouldn't have 8 centimeters and 5 millimeters. Think about how many millimeters that would be. And then take away, and then you can count back and see how many you've taken off to get to 65 millimeters. Or you could do 8 centimeters, 5 millimeters, subtract 65 millimeters, and you'll get the answer. So first of all, change this to millimeters, then do some subtracting. Have a go at that, pause the video now. All right, so Lee and his string, the first thing I said to do was change 8 centimeters and 5 millimeters to just millimeters. It's 85 millimeters. Okay, so he had 85 millimeters. He's now only got 65 millimeters. So however you did it is fine. If you did column subtraction, fine. If you did a number line jumping back, fine. If you wanted to count on from 65 millimeters to 85 millimeters, fine. The answer is 20 millimeters. All right, 20 millimeters, 2 centimeters. Well done if you got it. Boom, we're moving on. I'm not wasting any time. We have got a challenge. So number 4, there are 10 meters of ribbon on a reel. Danny cuts off 1 meter 50 centimeters, and Bella cuts off 77 centimeters. How much ribbon is left on the reel? So what I would do if it was me, before you have a go, giving you a hint, you got 1 meter 50 centimeters, and you've got 77 centimeters. So you need to add 77 centimeters to 1 meter 50 centimeters, add them together, and then take that total from 10 millimeters. Okay, so pause video, have a little go at the challenge question now. If you're struggling a little bit and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm not sure about this, then don't worry too much, leave the challenge and just, you can come back when I explain it. All right, do that if you want. Pause video, have a go now. All right, so let's add these two up first. So we've got 1 meter 50 centimeters and 77 centimeters. Okay, so all together, when you add them two up, you get 2 meters and 27 centimeters. 2 meters and 27 centimeters. All right, so that's what's been taken off. So let's get our 10 meters back, and we've taken off, remember, I can't write it down on here, unfortunately. We've taken off 2 meters, so 10 take away 8 is, 10 take away 2 is 8. We've got 8 meters left, and then we take away the extra 27 centimeters. So we've got 8 meters, and we take away 27 centimeters, because that's what was left over. And I am obviously working it out in my head now. It would be 7 meters and 73 centimeters. 7 meters 173 centimeters. All right, that's how you do it. Obviously, you've probably done some working out and everything like that. I cannot figure out how to write on this Power Maths page, unfortunately, but hopefully that still made sense. All right, bit of Power Maths for you to have a go at. It's all to do with subtracting measurements and lengths today. So lots of different methods. There'll be some that you can work out, like written style. There'll be some with number lines to help you and bits like that. If you want to do any extra working out at the side of the questions and things like that, make sure you do your working out because it will help you. Have a go at pages 104, 105, and 106 in your Power Maths book. Don't worry if it's taking you a bit more time today. It takes as long as it takes. Do not worry at all. I'll make sure the answers are on Class Dojo for you so you can mark your own work. Good luck with it, guys. You've been doing well with this measurement so far. Keep it going today. And I will see you all a little bit later on.